All right, so today's question of the day comes from Jared, and Jared asks, do you get breaks in between push-ups, sit-ups, and the run during the PFA, physical fitness assessment, when you are in boot camp? And the answer to that is kind of yes, okay? Now, in between, right, push-ups, sit-ups, and the run, they give you instructions on what kind of push-up forms you do, what kind of sit-up forms you do, what you can do, and what you can't do. So that is considered your break. And they explain this in roughly about 5 minutes. So you get about 5-minute breaks from your push-ups to your sit-ups, and then from sit-ups, and then you run, okay? So I'm going to be giving you 3 tips here on how to maximize your push-ups and sit-ups and better your run time, okay? So number 1, make sure you are well hydrated with water way before the PFA, okay? What you do not want to do is right before the PFA starts, just chug down water, because you're going to get a cramp, okay? I know if you have probably experienced this before, or if you've ever ran on a treadmill and then you started to drink some water, you probably got some cramp, right? To avoid that, you want to be well hydrated the day before or hours before the PFA, okay? And the second thing is, if you do need to drink water, don't chug water down. Only take sips, okay? Just take a sip and you're done, okay? So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, in terms of push-ups and sit-ups, I'm just going to be demonstrating it for you here. If you want to maximize your push-ups, right, they're going to give you instructions. So when you do your push-ups, as you can see my hand, when you do your push-ups, this is the normal push-up positions, right? You start doing it and your arms are going to get tired. Now, what you can do, start sliding your hand over, right? The instructions clearly state that you can't lift your hand over, but it doesn't say anything about sliding your hands over. So when you first slide your hands over, now you are using a different part of your muscle group. Now, instead of using the same muscle group that you just tired out, now you're using a whole different muscle group. And in that way, you can maximize, you can get more push-ups by using 2 different muscle groups, right? Now, in terms of sit-up, with your sit-up, right, you have your hands on your shoulders. Now, somebody would be holding your feet, which does help. But when you go up for a sit-up, all you have to do is just touch your thigh, okay? So don't go for the motivated all the way to the knee, that you're just using more energy. There's nothing wrong with that. Your sit-up numbers isn't going to be as great as if you are just going at the bottom. All you have to do is touch your elbow to your leg, right? Let's go like this. Now, one thing with sit-ups, okay? You do not want to go all the way down. You don't want to go all the way down and back up. You're using much more energy, okay? You just want to go touch, back a little bit, touch, back, touch, back, touch, back, touch, back. And that is my advice on how you maximize push-ups, sit-ups, and also making sure you don't have a cramp when you are running.